in the morning, 'cause the morning is good. Get up in the morning, 'cause the morning is good. The sun comes out, the birdies sing. Everybody's happy 'cause it's morning. We get up in the morning, 'cause the morning is good. Get up in the morning, 'cause the morning is good. The tree's so high, the grass so green. Everything's smiling 'cause it's morning. Dum, 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 dum. We get up in the morning 'cause the morning is good. Get up in the morning 'cause the morning is good. Ready for the day, ready now to play. Jump up, run around, hey, hey, hey. Got a song to sing for every little thing. Gonna have fun 'cause it's morning. Get up in the morning 'cause the morning is good. Get up in the morning 'cause the morning is good.
Are going to keep playing. Let's keep singing.
Let's all sing a story together.
This is why we love Saturday. It's fun.
Let's all sing a story
to sing.
Peace.
We get to read.
All over the world.
Why not?
Our song will be heard. Oh, come sing a story with me.
Ready?
The snowy skies.
The snowy skies.
In wintertime.
In wintertime.
And wintertime.
And wintertime.
Rings cold. Rings cold. But each melody
means
harmony.
Means harmony.
Each little note.
Each little note.
Rings ho. Rings ho. Let's gather around for a story. With books piled high.
I do.
As the
They're all over the
sky.
floor, piled up.
We'll hear with our hearts.
'Cause that's where it starts.
The stories inside you and I.
Ba-dum-dum.
The snowy skies.
The snowy skies.
In wintertime.
Mean March time.
In wintertime.
In March time.
Rings cold. Rings cold. But each melody
rings
harmony.
Rings harmony.
Each little note.
Each little note.
Rings ho. Rings ho.
I love this because there's a kazoo. Do you have a kazoo? Ready?
Let's all sing a story together. Let's all sing a story of peace. All over the world our song will be heard. Oh, come sing a story with me. All over the world our song will be heard.
It's beautiful.
Oh, come sing a story with me.
Well, our first song was about mornings and how wonderful mornings are. And Saturday mornings, you know, Saturday mornings are my favorite because you're here and I'm here and we sing and we let the music play and we talk about the weather. I always talk about the weather and we read wonderful stories. Second song just started playing and it said in wintertime, it said the snowy skies mean wintertime. And last Saturday we talked about March, this new month that we're in, comes in like a lion. It's loud, it's big, and it goes out like a lamb. And I have to say that the last couple of days have really been very March-like. We've had big and cold, and we've had bright, and we've had sunny. And today it's looking more like winter. But we know that it will change. So, I'm so excited about our stories today because we're going to be thinking about opposites. And it's partly because March we have such extremes, bright and gray, cold and warm. And so we're going to be thinking about all sorts of opposites today. And we're going to start with this book. And this is a wonderful book because I'm going to read the words. I'm going to get a little bit closer, maybe. But I'm going to take it slowly because I think you're going to be able to help me out. So we've got two cats here, and the book's called Cat Up and Cat Down. And they're really clear, beautiful illustrations. And we'll read it together. So this says, the cat is behind the plant. This cat is where? This cat is in front of the plant. One cat behind and one cat in front. This cat, where is this cat? Where's the black cat? This cat is on the table. And this cat, where is this cat? This cat is off the table. So we've got one cat on and we've got one cat off. Aren't these wonderful, just very simple, bold illustrations? This cat is inside. Where's this cat? This cat is outside. The cats are close to each other. And what's the opposite of close? I'll move my finger here. The opposite of close is... It says the cats are far apart. So here they're close, and here they're far. I love this one. This cat is in a small box. And this cat is in a large box. And that's so true of cats. I'm not a cat person, but that is a very cat thing, to squish into a small box. Small box, large box. This cat is up. And this cat is down. The cats are under the chairs. The chairs are over the cats. Isn't that a nice book? Cat Up and Cat Down. And that's our first book about opposites. Speaking of music, I have got a song that is so much fun. And it's a new song for me. And it's different. And I think you're going to enjoy it. And it's called Opposites.
Okay, now listen up. We gotta learn our opposites.
Can you hear it?
The definition of an opposite is maybe it's you know what? I know you'll get it if Mr. Prather puts it in the song. I'm gonna give you an opposite.
Okay.
All you have to reply with is this. That's our opposite.
That's the opposite.
That's our opposite. Let's go. Big, small.
That's the opposite.
Okay. You got that one? Next one. Let me think. Short, tall.
That's the opposite. That's the opposite.
Okay, what about good, bad?
That's the opposite. That's the opposite.
That's the opposite. Okay, what about happy, sad?
That's the opposite. That's the opposite.
Okay, you got that. Now this time, I'm gonna give you the word, and then you gotta give me the opposite.
We can do it. I think so.
Okay, we gonna see. Okay, listen up. First one, listen up.
Ready?
What about day?
Night.
That's the opposite.
Okay,
Yes.
I hear you.
It's like a little quiz.
Okay, what if I say left?
Right.
That's the opposite.
Ooh.
That's the opposite.
Okay, all right.
That's the
I'm gonna trick you this time. What about fast?
Slow.
That's the
Yeah.
opposite.
Fast, slow.
That's the opposite.
All right,
That's the
now.
opposite.
What if I say stop?
Go.
That's the opposite.
Oh, okay, you got it. Now this one.
That's the opposite.
Now this one right here, this the lightning round right here.
Okay.
You gotta be able to
Lightning's
say it
fast.
as soon as I say it. I'm gonna give you the word, and you gotta give
Kinda
me the
nervous.
opposite. Or you can just tell me if that's the opposite or not. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, listen up. First one, give,
Take.
That's the opposite.
That's the
love,
opposite.
hate,
That's the
Opposite.
on, off,
That's the
It's
opposite.
quick and it's a lightning round.
hard,
Soft.
That's the opposite.
hot,
Cold.
That's the opposite.
That's the
young,
opposite.
old,
That's the
Opposite.
early,
Late.
That's the opposite.
I knew that one.
curly,
Straight.
That's the opposite.
Okay, all right. Y'all got it. Now, it's one more thing you gotta do. This is how I know if you know your opposites or not.
Okay.
You gotta do the opposite dance. Let me see if you can catch on to
The
this one.
opposite
Get ready.
dance. Ready?
Get ready. It go up, down, left, right, front, back.
That's the
Opposite.
It go up, down, left, right, front, back.
That's the opposite.
Isn't it fun?
Again, up, down, left, right, front, back.
That's the opposite.
Okay,
It's fun.
I see you up, down, left,
right.
right, front, back.
I don't know if I should have tried this, but it's a fun song.
There you go. You knew those opposites from start to finish.
I think we did
From
okay.
beginning to end.
That's good.
Okay.
Beginning to end.
I see you.
Wasn't that fun? We'll have to do it again another time. I think at the end with the dance. But we'll get there. But it does help us to think about left, right, up, down, front, back. And they're fun. All right. I am going to do another book about opposites. And this one is called Drive. And here's the thing about this book. It has very few words, but very, very interesting pictures. So even though it doesn't have many words, we're going to take it a bit slowly. And I love this because I love going on trips. And in my family, we used to go for drives. And we used to have a station wagon a bit like this, piled up high. So that makes me happy to see that picture. So it's a drive with opposites. Start. Short and long. But here's the great thing about this book. There are all sorts of things which you could say are short and long. You could say this person's short and this person's long. You could say that these are short and these are long. Oh, look at this. Big and You know it. Small. And I like how the word is big and the word is small. This is a wonderful one because we have so many bridges where we live here in Pittsburgh. So this is above and this is below. So the car is above and that little tugboat is below. And this is high, and this is low. Or you could say the mountains are high, and the valley is low. You see what this is? And again, where we live here in Pittsburgh, we have a lot of these, don't we? We do. Or even in Western Pennsylvania. So this is in, and then on the next page, this is out. So we've got a tunnel going through the mountain. They're going in, and they're coming out. Let's see if I can do this one, because this one opens up. So let's see if I can do it. So this says worm's eye view. So this is, if you're a worm and you live under the ground, this is how things look. And then, let me open it up. Look at this. This is the bird's eye view. So this is the bird above. So it's kind of hard to do. So it's kind of like above and below again. What the bird sees from up high in the sky compared to what the worm sees. It was kind of hard to open it up like that, but that's okay. So this is wet. And this is dry. And this is day. There's our sun. And this is night. And here's a restaurant. And this is open. And this one is, you got it, it's closed. And this is winding. And then it becomes straight. Oh, look too. Look, here's winding. Do you see winding with the snake? Yeah, the snake is winding too. They are in the desert. How exciting. This is an interesting page. This is one. There's a donkey. I think it's a donkey. The little ears. And then it's many, because there are many cows. Near seems bigger. Do you see back there? And then there's far. Near and far. Young, there's a new tree. And the big tree is old. So we've got young and old. And this is the last page. And this says finish. So we had start Here they are in the city. There's their house, and they've left their house, and they've gone on this wonderful journey, and here we have finish, and it looks like they have a wonderful cabin in the woods. So I think this is a really fun book, and it's one of those books that you could spend a lot of time on each page looking at all the different things that are the opposite. But I hope if you go on a drive, if you're on a drive anytime soon, that you spend your time looking out the windows and thinking about all there is to see. And I know there's a lot of distraction, things that we can do inside the car, but what fun it is to look out the windows and to think about the world around us. All right, it is time for another song, and you may hear the vacuum, and it gets loud and quiet, which are opposites. Okay, let's do our ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
And that is the end. All right, I've got some great books. I think what I'll do is, I think I've done this one. I know I've read this before. I don't know if I've read it out loud to you before, but I like this one. This is called Good News and Bad News. And this is a book, it's really about how we look at the world. Good news! They're going on a picnic. Oh. Bad news. Good news. Oh. Bad news. Good news. 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 Gotta give that rabbit credit. Bad news. Good news. Bad news. Good news. Bad news. Good news. Oh dear, the rabbit's upset. The rabbit hasn't been upset the whole book. Good news. Very good news. Isn't that a sweet book? Very few words. The pictures tell most of the story. But I love the eternal optimism of the rabbit and who looks at situations like, yeah, bad things are happening, but we can fix this. We can problem solve. But then at the end, Rabbit gets really down. And Rabbit's upset. And whose turn is it? And then it's the mouse's turn. And the mouse goes in the sunshine and rescues the basket. But the very, very good news is that they're together and they're friends. Super sweet. A book about opposites, but a whole lot more. All right, let's see if we have another song here. I know we have more stories. You know what? Let's try another dancing song. This one has instructions too.
You got eyes, ears, mouth and a nose, arms, legs, hands, feet, fingers and toes. You put them all together, what do you know? You got a singing and dancing show. We're gonna dance to the right, dance to the left, just like a monkey jumping on the bed. Dance in the day, dance in the night.
See, opposites.
You can't do it wrong, everything is right when you're dancing. Your fingers and toes dancing. You wiggle your nose dancing. You move your arms and legs dancing. You're shaking your head. You dance in the day, dance in the night. You can't do it wrong. Everything's right when you're dancing. When you're dancing. You got eyes, ears, mouth and a nose, arms, legs, hands, feet, fingers and toes. You put them all together, what do you know? You got a singing and dancing show. We're gonna dance to the right, dance to the left, just like a monkey jumping on the bed. Dance in the day, dance in the night. You can't do it wrong, everything's right when you're dancing. Your fingers and toes dancing. You wiggle your nose dancing. You move your arms and legs dancing. You're shaking your head. You dance in the day, dance in the night. You can't do it wrong. Everything is right when you're dancing. When you're dancing.
Can't go wrong when you're dancing.
When you're dancing. When you're dancing. You dance in the day, dance in the night. You can't do it wrong, everything is right when you're dancing.
That's a great perspective. You can't go wrong when you're dancing. Everything's right. Okay. I think we'll end with, what's our time? Yeah, we're right about there. All right, I think we'll end with this one, which is a bit of a stretch on opposites, but you can see that the bear's big. And who's that little guy? I think the spider is small. So, it's not exactly about opposites, but I like it. Bears scare. Bear. Bear was sure of many things. He was sure that his house was clean. He was sure that his rooms were tidy, and he was certainly sure that he took very good care of everything inside. There was one thing Bear loved to care for most of all: a small stuffed friend named Ursa. And they were always together. So it's kind of opposites, you know, the big bear, the small bear. Each day, Bear and Ursa cleaned the house, here's some opposites, high and low. They cleaned inside and out. It was on such a day that Bear found something odd. "That's funny," said Bear. "I am sure I did not leave any books out." When Bear looked closer, he found something not funny at all. What did Bear find? A spider's web. Bear tried to keep calm, but the more he searched, the more messy webs he found. "Ursa, we have a spider problem," said Bear. "I'm sure the spider is covering our home with more sticky webs, and I'm sure the spider is making a giant mess with its many legs." "I am certainly sure the spider is nothing like us," said Bear. "Ursa, we must find this messy guest." This one is books too. I've read it before, but now I'm seeing this. When he says they're nothing like us, what's the spider doing? Nothing like us. But look. Spider likes to read. Bear and Ursa like to read. Bear and Ursa searched high and low. They searched inside and out. But they didn't find any spiders. "This spider is extra sneaky, but it cannot hide from us," said Bear. And he sprang up to continue the search when something terrible happened. You see what happened to Ursa's arm? Bear lay there for some time. My poor friend, I sure never meant to make such a mess. Once again, Bear searched high and low. He searched inside and out. He had to find a way to help his friend. When Bear returned, he could not believe what he saw. His dear Ursa was good as new. See what the spider did. There among the books, Bear found something he never expected. He did not mind the spider's sticky webs, and he did not mind the spider's many legs. I certainly do not mind sharing my home with one more friend, and that was something Bear could be sure of. And that is the end. Isn't that sweet? Bear scare. Big and small, they searched high and low, and they weren't that different after all. Super sweet book. Well, it is fun. Oh, I've got one more book. Should I do one more, or should I end with that one? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Why not? This is kind of a tangent too. Look at this one. Look, this one's called My Humongous Hamster, and this was on display out in the library. And it kind of has nothing to do. Well, it kind of does. It kind of does. Some things are meant to be small, and some things are meant to be big. And this makes us think about what if. And the pictures are hysterical. And these are altered photographs, but this is great. We'll just do this quickly. My hamster doesn't do much. He just sleeps and he eats and he eats and he sleeps, and sometimes he gets so hungry that I think he might eat his whole bowl of food in one huge gulp. If he does that, he will get bigger and bigger, and then he will be... There he is right now. You see how the words get bigger and bigger? And then he will be humongous. He wouldn't fit into his cage anymore, or my bedroom. He would have to go outside. He'd eat trees like broccoli. He'd be a danger in the road. But he'd have a lot of fun at the fair. And he'd be able to see for miles. Isn't this a silly book? It's funny though. He could give me and my friends a ride to the park. He might even help the police catch criminals. He might rescue someone in trouble. But he would also be scary. And the cat wouldn't like him, and nor would the neighbor's dog. In fact, I think I'd find him scary myself, especially if he got angry. Would he sleep under a bridge? Or in a circus tent? At the foot of a mountain? Or in a barn? I'm sure he'd miss us playing together. So, I think he would be glad to shrink back to normal hamster size again and be ready for another hamster sleep in his usual hamster house. Until the next time he gets humongously hungry. And I guess what I like about this book, I think it's very creative. It's fun. It's fun to imagine, isn't it? But you know, whether we're big or small or whatever size we're meant to be, and hamsters aren't meant to be humongous, are they? They're meant to be small, but it's fun to pretend. So I hope you have enjoyed. We've had some very different stories today. I hope you've enjoyed. I've got so many more, but you know what? We are out of time. And it is Saturday, and you probably have things to do. Maybe you're like Bear, and you're going to clean. Or maybe you're going to be going a car ride. You're going to go on a drive. Please look out the windows. Or maybe you're going to be hanging out with your pets. I hope that whoever you're with today, you're with a friend, because friends always make you feel better, whatever the weather. All right, so we're going to end with this song. We have snow on the roofs a little bit and daffodils on the ground. March is an interesting time. So I'm looking out at the gray sky, but we've got little buds on the tree. Saturday's the best. Whatever the weather. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, a feeling you know that I'll be back next Saturday. The day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. Thank you so much for being here. It was a lot of fun. Look out at the world. What do you see? Big, small, near, close? No, near, far, left, right. Happy always to be with you.